Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. This is Dr. Kelly. I am coming on. When you come on, please like, please share. Please say hi so I can greet you. So today I wanted to talk about taking care of your body when your heart is broken. And I was speaking to a client recently and talking about relationships, and she had been in a series of toxic relationships that did not end well for her. And I asked her, how has this affected your life? Best believe when you are in a messed up relationship, it affects your money. I've been there, and I'll talk about that next time. But it had also affected her physically. I see 4 of you there. Please say hi. Let me see. I have some comments here. Hi, Val. Thank you for logging on. So naturally, I picked up my book. If you guys haven't gotten this yet, please go and get it. Bounce Back to Better You. And I will put the link here for where you can get that, drkellysbook.com. And actually, one of my chapters is taking care of your body when your heart is broken. Do you guys know that when we have emotional pain, like at the end of a relationship or some traumatic event, that the same centers in our brain that register physical pain are also light up when you have emotional pain? That's why when your heart is broken, it literally feels like you are hurting. It's the weirdest thing, right? How can emotional pain make you feel like you're having physical pain? It's because the same center in your brain is stimulated. And I even saw a study that looked at taking Tylenol when you have any kind of heartache, and Tylenol can actually help break up pain. Tylenol can actually help your broken heart. So next time, try some Tylenol and let me know if it worked. But when your heart is broken, when you're going through and under any emotional stress, it can affect all over your body. I remember when I was recovering from a broken engagement, my face broke out. I wasn't sleeping well. I was extremely stressed. So what did that do? It raised cortisol. I'm a hormone doctor. It kind of all ties together. When you're stressed, that one of those flight or fight hormones that's called cortisol is raised. Cortisol, what does that do? That leads to weight gain, especially around your midsection. So I gain weight too. And a lot of us ladies who even gentlemen who find ourselves in these unhealthy relationships, it takes a toll on our body. The client that I was talking to yesterday, she'd had a stroke. She also had high blood pressure. The high levels of cortisol put stress on your heart. So you're at higher risk for having a heart attack. And do you know there's actually a syndrome called broken heart syndrome, where there's ballooning of the left side of the heart, and the patient presents as if they're having a heart attack. Sometimes they can even have heart failure symptoms. And all of that stems from an emotional event or emotional trigger, like the death of someone or the end of a relationship or, really bad breakup, something that's really traumatic, the loss of a job. Those things can actually cause broken heart syndrome, which is a real cardiac entity. So we need to be really careful when we are in emotional turmoil to take care of our bodies. And what does that look like? Trying to get enough rest. So I know when I'm stressed about anything, one of the first things to go for me is that I find it hard to sleep. I have insomnia. And that's why a lot of us during this pandemic, and even recently with the murder of George Floyd and all the protests that happened after, a lot of us stopped sleeping. I saw an article today that said half of the population in Britain have been having issues with sleep during the pandemic. So the pandemic is also a traumatic event. So try as much as you can to still have good sleep habits, still get those 7 to 8 hours of sleep. If that means, I have an iPhone. The iPhone has this cool thing that you can have screen time where if you set it for 10 o'clock at night At 10 o'clock, it shuts things down, shuts your apps down. Do whatever you need to do to get good sleep. It also, taking care of your body, also looks at getting enough exercise. One thing that I did during my breakup was I started to go to Stone Mountain, and Stone Mountain will always have a special place in my heart because whenever I felt overwhelmed, whenever I felt like I was drowning in my pain and sorrow, like I would never be happy and never smile again, I would go to Stone Mountain just to clear my head. When you are walking, when you are working out in the gym, when you are running, you release those feel-good transmitters in your brain, the endorphins. So it boosts your mood when you exercise, right? It's also good physically for you when you exercise. Also, maintaining a good diet. A lot of us have been stress eating. I know for sure, especially after the death of George Floyd, I was like, why am I eating all this crap? A lot of it was because we were stressed out. And that, in addition to the high levels of cortisol that I talked about earlier, will lead to weight gain. So, having a toxic relationship not only affects us emotionally, but it also affects us physically. It affects us financially as well. I had a coach, Dr. Tanya Lowe, never forget. And she said to me, never let a man mess with your money. So maybe next time I will talk about why you shouldn't let a man or a breakup mess with your money. But today I wanted to come on and speak about how to take care of your body when your heart is broken. So I'm Dr. Kelly. I help high-performing women overcome past hurt to have a happy and healthy relationship. And if you are in that position right now where you are in a toxic relationship and you find that it's affecting all areas of your life, it's affecting your money, it's affecting your body, and you want to get some help, someone to give you clarity of how to move out of that position, please schedule a call with me. I will put the link for that in the chat, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.